Hello, open source ecology. My name is Timothy Ingalls, and I am from Amarillo, Texas. I lived in St. Louis for 4 years in college, but I've been living in Amarillo for the past year or so. Um, I'm interested in applying to open source ecology because I just think it makes the most sense. I guess for the past 9 years or so, I've sort of been thinking about the problems with capitalism and thinking about alternative ways to generate products, services, whatever it is, but sort of remove a lot of the bad parts of it. And I think open source ecology is a very interesting model to be tested to achieve that or work towards that. I'm interested in it also because I currently live on a farm and ranch operation. Our family leases farm and ranch land, and I've recently sort of gotten into a small amount of machine use, machine repair, whatnot, and it's just frustrating. Just all the diversity of designs, products, and all kinds of things, and then the availability or non-availability of items, all kinds of things. So I just think it's a big mess in a way, and I think that open source products or tools could hopefully help reduce a lot of the clutter and reduce a lot of the resource waste and reduce a lot of different problems. I'm also a big fan of the book Cradle to Cradle and Schumacher's ideas. um, I'm also ancillarily interested because uh, I've done a bit of development work in Tanzania, and my family has a foundation that is currently funding another project in Mozambique, and the guy who's leading that project has discussed a type of building method called super adobe, where you basically have large, long sacks of sandbags and you fill them very quickly full of dirt. Usually it's done with a shovel, but he was saying if you could devise a machine to make it sort of blow it into the bags, you could build houses extremely quickly. And so I thought that could be an interesting idea to pursue, not necessarily through open source ecology, but I thought the way you all problematize or think about um, solving these problems and document it and prototype it would be very good to learn towards that end. So now, what would I like to contribute? That's a good question. I don't have a lot of super hard skills. I'm not afraid of technical thinking or work, but I just don't have a lot of experience with it. But I could easily help with documentation on the website, simple fabrication, funding. I'd like to understand y'all's budget and funding, so that perhaps I could figure out how to help fund you all in the future if that's desired or required. Let's see. I'd like to understand the possibilities for production of OSE prototypes offsite. By that I mean, if you all are going to build and prototype a tractor, well then what if, there's 3 orders for a tractor in Amarillo? How does that get built? How do you get the people to test it and know it? Things like that. I would perhaps be a first customer to buy one because our tractor currently is sitting unused with the PTO broken. So anyways, that's an interesting question that I have. If the model is free, then is it pretty easy to scale up the production, and can we get people online to purchase a tractor? Um, I also love to cook, and I'm a pretty good home economist, I think, so I would love to cook food for you all if you find that useful. Uh, similar to what I said in answering the previous question, I'm also just interested in understanding the model to see about testing a few ideas that I have. The first one is that Super Adobe machine. A second one is using a haying machine, but having it create sort of like a fence so that you could have quick, cheap windbreaks in windy areas. Because I live in the high plains and it blows a lot of wind. Um, so what am I hoping to get out of my visit? Well, I guess just learn about the model, um, learn about what you all have done currently and what you're working on in the future, and yeah, just sort of see all the magic. So yeah, that's about all I have, and I hope y'all are having a good day or evening whenever you're watching this. Thanks. Bye.